Okay, so we're dealing a little bit with some Scofield ideas and some Scofield sort of things that I've gotten them chucked into my own playing and found really helpful. I don't really like this. I still like to stay away from the word licks because Sco is not particularly a lick player. You know, you might hear some things that are kind of similar, but he's always sort of searching for new ground within his phrases. And I think the big part of that is his rhythmical sense. We won't go into that here because that's a very huge subject. What we will do is I'll show you a couple of things, some other things. We've already talked about his chicken picking thing, getting right at the back of the neck, and also playing with the back pickup to get kind of a cool little funk sound, which he does on a couple of albums when he's comping for himself, or even just, you know, like when he got into the really funky sort of organ trio stuff. And we talked also about his fourth voicings, which he likes to use a lot. Well, did at one time. He's probably moved away from that. Now the other thing is that maybe when he was playing a little bit sort of closer to bop stuff, I know that he transcribed some horn players and they have this real legato thing. So what I'd like to do is practice my scales, not thinking about, you know, picking every single note really evenly with my left or right hand, and my left hand has to do this amount of notes per string or anything like that. Just playing the scales going up and down, but trying to think about the legato sense. And this really got me it felt like it got me closer when I was transcribing his music to actually getting what he's doing, because it's very legato, you know. So I guess we're talking about hammer-ons and pull-offs, and this is not really a strict thing that you'd play. It's just thinking about that sound, listening to him, maybe sitting down and actually transcribing it, trying to work out even when he's playing on the guitar, what string. You know, study a bit of his sound so that you can get inside that side of things too. But just play legato, you know. So you got, say you got a scale. You're not joining those together. It's going to be pretty non-legato, non-slurred. So we're going to hopefully get a little bit more legato now. And I'm just going to keep playing. I'll stop every now and then for melodic purposes and because I run out of ideas. But mainly I'll be playing continually. Yeah, sort of drifted off then, but anyway, that's the idea behind that, was just trying to play legato. Do ya, do ya, do ya, do ya, do ya, so that when your eighth notes are ripping by, maybe not at such a fast beat, so there's still a little bit of swing in them, you know, maybe not 250 sort of beats per minute thing, but slower than that. It's probably slower than 200 even, just to get this idea. It's kind of like that second note, boo-da, boo-da-you-da. It's kind of accented, but it's not so much, and just so that the swing of it feels a little bit sort of like it really pulls the listener. So I'm kind of like really you're trying to get this upbeat thing. Anyway, that's kind of like it keeps it legato because you're not accenting it and not bouncing it too much. And that's kind of something that I really got off Scofield, is that these really long legato lines, just beautiful. And one more thing, a lick. The way that you tune the guitar is in fourths, one major third, fourths, fourths. He plays this thing which is so cool. I can probably play it up here. I probably can't even play it. It goes. And then, which is another cool thing that he likes to do, just push this string up there. So there we go. So some licks. It's terrible. That sort of sound. It was rubbish.